You guys, why is this what I spent my money on? Tell me. Brow lamination. We've all heard it, but we don't all know what it means. This was me several months ago. I kept hearing the term. I kept seeing these particular brows, kind of put two and two together, but was never sure. But if you don't know, brow lamination looks like this. And it's essentially perming your eyebrows to create a more even and fluffy look. So you would have seen the fluffy eyebrow trend is very, very popular. A lot of people do it with the soap or the hair gel. This is just a more semi-permanent way of doing that. And what are we doing today? We're doing it at home ourselves, yay! So I did recently purchase the Makeup Revolution Brow Lamination Kit, and I'm gonna do it. So if you wanna see how that goes before and after, how it works at home, keep on watching. So the kit comes in this little plastic zippy bag with our lovely instructions. So we have the step 1, which is brow glue. Then we have step 2, which is the brow lift. Step 3, which is the brow fix. And step 4, which is the brow hydrate. We get 2 tools. We get a spoolie and this contraption, which has a very fine micro cotton bud at the end. Interesting. And basically you get this instruction card. Now I did get my brows laminated back in June when I visited Russia. It looked like this. I liked it. My parents did not. So I'm just cleaning off my eyebrows, anything that there is on them. You'll want to make sure they are completely dry and make sure there is nothing left on them. While you're waiting for your eyebrows to dry, definitely get some cling film, and basically you're going to cover your brows once you get one of the solutions on, and it just helps them stay flat down. All right, step 1, brow glue. So it says using the micro applicator wand, which I'm assuming is this one. Apply the brow glue in an upwards direction onto clean eyebrows. So it looks like this, cute little tube. Okay, but we have a little brush. See, I feel like already like these instructions are lackluster. I'm a little confused. I'm just gonna start with this glue and then push it up with the micro applicator because I don't really know what else to do. So this glue is quite liquidy. I'm just gonna do one eyebrow at a time with each step so that, I don't know, it doesn't dry out before I can clean it up. And I'm just going upwards with the micro wand. I feel like I'm already doing it wrong. Is this too much? Is this not enough? This looks to be the right tool I'm using, but it's so small that I don't know that it's efficient. It doesn't feel bad or tingly. I can definitely feel the glue drying. That's about it. So let's move on to step number 2. All right, number 2, brow lift. So brow lift looks like this, little chubby bottle. And what does, it's a little pump. All right. Step 2, brow lift. Brush on the lifting solution with the spoolie brush, ensuring the hairs are covered from root to tip. Pro tip, lay cling film securely over the brows to support the lifting process. Leave to develop for 4 to 6 minutes and gently wipe off the excess product with a cotton pad. So 4 to 6 minutes, I have my spoolie. Do a little timer. Just gonna put on the back of my hand and coat the spoolie in it. It really didn't say anything about the glue, so I don't quite understand what the point was there, but all right. So I'm really trying to focus to brush this upwards to give that fluffy shape, and I'm brushing through from root to tip to make sure it's all covered like they said. Yeah. So I suppose, yeah, as the name implies, this will be what will help the brows be flexible. Now it says 4 to 6 minutes. I'm probably gonna leave it on more like 6 to 8 because, as I mentioned, I was told in the salon, did I mention it? When I had it professionally done, my brows are quite rigid. So she told me I need extra time. So I'm gonna put it on for more of a 6 to 8 minute situation. All right, first of all, a very sexy look. Again, for now, doesn't feel tingly or anything bad. So let's come back in 6 to 8 minutes and see what's going on. I feel like this is the part where someone comes in and they look at you and you have an awkward moment and they just turn around and walk out. All right, so it's been the 6 to 8 minutes. Taking off the cling film. Doesn't feel bad or tingly or anything of the sort. Now, if I recall correctly, it said to wipe off the excess with a cotton pad. Let us do that. Step 3, brow fix. That is this guy here. Very similar to number 2, well, the exact same as number 2, so don't mix them up. With this guy, set the brows in place by applying the brow fixer using the second micro wand. I got 1 micro wand. Wait, what? But in the picture, it has a spoolie brush. I don't understand. Using the second micro wand, coating hairs from root to tip. I feel like this is the almost exact same writing. Leave to develop 4 to 6 minutes. Gently wipe off with excess cotton pad. Okay, so I'm gonna use both tools. I've cleaned the spoolie off. I've cleaned this off. I'm gonna do basically the exact same thing I did with the last step. And again, leave it for, I'll say 8 minutes because she left it like 10, 12 for the actual fix last time. After that, we will, oh, hello. Oh my God, if this stops working here, I'm gonna cry. Okay, we got there. It's barely coming out, oh my God. None of these smell unpleasant, by the way, so far. Maybe the last one does, but again, with the lash curling, they smell horrible. And this is where I really wanna make sure that they are fluffy. I feel like I'm gonna do this and nothing's gonna happen. The shape is not gonna change. I feel like even already it's not done much, but maybe this is the step that does it. And when putting on the cling film, I'm really trying to start at the bottom and then push it up so that it's kind of placed on in the same direction that I have brushed my brows. You see, it's just not really doing anything, but maybe after I can brush it however I want. I don't really get the point of the glue. And it didn't say to leave it on for any particular amount of time. But this one's making it worse. It's not doing anything. Ooh, this feels like such a fail already. Let's hope I'm very wrong. All right, I'll be back in 10 or so minutes. Okay, so quickly checking in. It's been about 3-4 minutes and I feel, I don't want to say tingling, but warmth. Hopefully that means something's working, but I'm just gonna lift these bad boys up and try to rebrush the hair up. See if maybe it starts to stay. Oh, I put it on good. I did it again. I put it on well. It's fluffy when I put on the cling film. Oh, but it's like it's going down again. I don't know. All right, well, I'll be back in another 5 or so minutes. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. I haven't felt too much more heat. I mean, they just, I guess they feel a little bit soft. They're not particularly changing their shape or anything of the sort. Lastly, we got the Brow Hydrate. Once all product is removed, brush brows back into place and gently tap on the hydration serum for added nourishment. Exact same tube as the last two. Little pumpy pump again. Oh, ooh, this one's like a little gel. And it says to tap it onto the brows. Doesn't give any semblance of time. I feel like my brows don't look any different at all. I'm gonna leave this on for a minute and then be right back and give some thoughts. And let's dive into the Brow Aftercare as well. I got that kit too. So you guys, actually, I'm gonna give it another go. I'll do it off camera. I'll do all the exact same steps, but maybe leave it on even longer. But my understanding was that my brows would be laminated like after I got it done at the salon, wherein I can brush them into place and they'll stay. And they're really not there. So I'm gonna redo everything one more time. Maybe I just didn't apply it correctly, and just hold it again for the, I'd say 10 minutes again for me, because my hairs are quite, what's the word, coarse? My brow hairs, yeah, they're quite coarse. I'm gonna redo it all off camera and come back to you after round 2, but yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so very quick update after redoing step 1. I look wild right now, but I was just thinking, the steps aren't very elaborate, right? And I'm like, why would I put on the glue first? It literally just said, apply it in an upwards direction. That's it. And it got me thinking, maybe this is the part where I glue the brows into the shape I want, probably, and then add on step 2, 3, 4. This took like 5-10 minutes. So I started with one eyebrow, I drenched it in the glue, and then I kept brushing it up with a tight, Pumbaa. My dog is just loving making noise when I'm filming. So I was brushing it up with the spoolie, and then also with this, kind of using it as a flat thing. Using this as the flat edge to really like press it down, like when you're gluing down brows for makeup. And it took me several minutes and several times to brush it and get it into place. And now they're both kind of flat and dry and scary looking, and a bit higher up than I would want to go, but at least this way I can brush them into place after. But they are like, they're dry, they're glued down. So I'm gonna do step 2 and 3 and come back to you for step 4, but I just wanted to give that update that I'm assuming kind of figured out that this is probably the way it should be done, but that should be highlighted in the instructions. So I did it again. I got really excited when I redid the brow glue, but as soon as I put on step 2, the brow lift, it melted the glue and my brows went back to the way they were, and I have dried glue. I don't know if you can see it shine all over my forehead. So I brushed it up again with step 2, put on the cling film, waited 10 minutes, just did step 3. My eyebrows don't look any different. What is this? This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I paid money for. How much does this cost? $21.99. I paid 22 euros. God, I know the prices in Russia are a bit cheaper, but I think I paid 20 euro to get my eyebrows tinted and laminated there. And it was excellent. All right, so I'll put on the little splooch of Brow Hydrate, as it says, but at this point, I don't know if that's gonna do much of anything other than hydrate my brows, I guess. Yeah, so as you can see, that's done virtually nothing. That's done virtually nothing for me. Maybe my eyebrows are just too coarse for an at-home treatment. I know that the substances that were put on my brows when I had it done professionally smelled a lot stronger, so maybe that has something to do with this being an at-home kit. Maybe there's certain levels that aren't allowed to be used. But anyways, that's 22 euro gone. I'll probably give it one more try, maybe see if there's any other videos I can find, but that did not work for me. Let's see at the very least what the Brow Aftercare, so this is recommended to go with the Brow Lamination kit. And basically, if you take it out of the packaging, you have a really long, you get spoolie, and then the kind of metallic brush for the brows. You get Brow Aftercare and Brow Aftercare. So this one is Brow Boost Spray, that's step 1, and I suppose this is step 2, Brow Care Balm. So I don't know if this is supposed to be more of the like wax or just a balm. So basically we're spraying this into this, and then we're brushing them up with this. I'm very interested by, this one. I feel like that would work really well for my coarse brows. I sprayed my spray. I'm making, it's very soft. Making my paste. I'm just gonna go straight in. I maybe have too much product, but let's see how it goes. Or is it doing absolutely nothing? Surely it can't just be my brows. Like, it feels nice and soft on the brows. If anything, it feels like a brow, maybe like treatment. You know, you do a hair mask. This is like a brow mask, but yeah, feels very smooth and silky. Very silky and shiny on my hand. This helps your laminated look stay in place all day. I suppose if my brows didn't laminate, then it won't do anything anyways, but even without that, it just doesn't, like, yeah, it's so oily. It just feels like oil, like a mask you would put on your hairs. I'm just gonna wipe. Why did I spend my money on this? I don't even know what to say. Let's just dive into my final thoughts. It is no secret by any stretch of the imagination that I'm a huge Makeup Revolution fan. It's affordable, it's great, it works. It works. I was so excited when I saw this kit because I do tend to have a bit unruly brows. They're a bit coarse, and I was like, you know, perfect. This way I can do it at home. Don't have to spend $1 gajillion at the salon. And the result I got was nothing. Nothing. This was nothing. Like, this is probably the biggest fail I've ever experienced with a kit, with a product. Like, it just, I threw my money to the wind. This was what, 22 euro? This guy is 17 euro. So that's 39 euro. On what? On what? On nothing. I'm so bummed, and I did it twice, and I really took my time the second time doing it, and I'm so sad because literally it would cost me cheaper to go to the salon and get it done professionally. Useless. I'm sorry, but for me, this was useless. It's just, it wasn't clear. It wasn't specific enough. And yeah, this is a big no for me, unfortunately. And then we have our Brow Aftercare. I almost didn't buy it anyways, but I figured my thought was that, yeah, my brows will be laminated. This will be great because afterwards I'll just use this when I need to shape it up a bit more. Again, like, this will not hold in place. This is basically a butter. This is like an oil. It's super oily and soft, really great, I'm sure, for nurturing, but not for holding in place. You want something that sticks, that's tacky, that kind of dries. Even if the brow lamination worked, I don't see how this product is the correct one to keep your hairs in place. So, very sad to say, I do not recommend either of these. These are awful. This is the first time I'm saying that something is awful. And I feel bad, right? Because to each their own. Clearly it works for some people, but based on my experience and what I've done and what I've read, I'd say if you have more sparse brows, softer brows, lighter brows, really soft brows, this could work for you. Definitely start with this first and then think of this. But if you have heavier brows, just go to the salon. I don't think they're that expensive, the brow laminations, and they last like, what, 6 weeks? All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video and going on this journey with me. That was a journey. That was a journey that I did not expect, but you can't win them all. And that's that. I hope you had fun on this little trip to the at-home beauty salon with me. All right, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do share them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. And other than that, you can catch me on social media at Slavic Chic, and hopefully I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!